Scotty, beam me up.
Smash.
Get over here! It is pointless to resist.
All right. Welcome to the Geek Den. We've got On The Cinder, Jason and Mike. What's up, guys?
Hey, how's it
Hey.
going?
Not too bad, not
Cheers,
too
guys.
bad. Thank you guys for coming on.
Yeah.
Mike, you got your Christmas tree in the background and you're drinking
Yeah.
up some eggnog.
Yeah, it's too strong, but I'll figure it out. I'll be okay.
You're festive. That's all that matters. At least somebody is on this show. We usually have to bring in somebody to, be the Christmas guy.
Yeah,
Like our buddy Joe, he was on what was that, last week or the week before?
last week I think.
He's a
Oh,
funny
it's
dude.
the week, man. I'm not done with Christmas shopping either. Like I got
am.
shit to do tomorrow. I gotta run
Yeah.
around.
Nope.
Cutting it
I'm
close.
done. I am so done with that.
That's good.
So happy
Yeah.
to be done with it. Oh, my God. So, you guys have a new album, Sedentary Escape. Let me
Mhm.
tell you, when I pressed play on this, it surprised me because I wasn't expecting like the Casualties meets TBR kind of sound that I heard.
Yeah.
Huh.
So I was just like, okay, this makes me happy.
Yeah.
Makes me really happy. And then I sent
That's
the link off to the boys, and Craig, he was just like, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's something I haven't heard in a long time because like you have Epitaph and Fat Wreck. Everybody knows them, but like it's more you guys have more like that Hopeless Record sound, and I miss that
Oh.
sound. It's gone away.
I'll
So
take that.
Yeah, I like that too. It seems like everyone is kind of still stuck in like that Fat Wreck Epitaph kind of mode, which is cool.
Yeah.
That's like the shit we love and what we grew up on. But we just try to do things a little differently, try to pull different influences. But every band says that. Every band thinks they're different, but we
Yeah, for sure.
we just try to not sound like exactly the last thing we put out. Try and mix
Yeah.
it up.
yeah.
And you do that very well.
Yep.
Like, all your songs are different for sure, but they're definitely this. You can tell they're all you,
Yeah.
which is important.
We have sort of being a three-piece band, there's like a set of tools we have to work with, basically 2 vocals, bass guitar, and drums. So like how to mix and match those in a unique way is always like the big challenge. And
Right.
we've thrown around the phrase "let's get weird," but that always manifests a little bit differently every time we talk about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
I've been- Go
like
ahead.
there'll be times where we kind of like work on something. We're like, let's get weird. Let's do something strange, and like then we'll want to come back to it 6 months later and like rework the song, and we'll be like, what the fuck were we doing with this? That's where we're at right now, trying to piece some songs we'd written and just trying to like almost rewrite them. But we're piecing it together though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've been in plenty of bands, so I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, you have this idea, but you're just like, okay, let's just put that there for right now,
Mhm.
and then let's work with what we have, and like have these shows, get them out of the way, and then come back later, see if we still want to do that. Yep.
Mhm.
And then you're like, wait, no.
Yeah.
It's like when you
What the
take the
hell are we
paper and throw it in the trash can and start over. I know. Yep. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. And when you're a 3-piece, it's like there's only so many voices in the room, and like there was a couple songs we had been working on before we wrote Sedentary Escape, and they're just trash. They're like, I got on a run with writing and I was like, well, this is a song. And then Jay and Ty looked at it and they're like, it is a song, but it's not.
It's certainly
So-
that. It's certainly that.
It's taken a lot of work to just find what we're happy with, really. And I'm cool with that.
It's weird because you there's all these big bands that can just sit in the studio for a week or 2 weeks and they can just sit and write songs. When you're a band that has to work for a living and whatever have you, it's you can't just write 30 songs and then pick the best 12. You gotta take a different approach.
Yeah.
No, for sure. That 9 to 5 is a killer.
Yeah, it really is.
But so our buddy Matt, whenever he's here, he likes to ask a question. He wasn't able to join us tonight, but he always likes to know how you guys came to the name On The Cinder.
Here's to Matt first.
Yep.
Here's Matt. See the
Here's
Canadian?
Yeah.
That's our Canadian buddy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cool.
I could probably fill in a little bit, and then Mike, I'll let you take this one. This is my it's not my brainchild. Mike actually came up with the name, but we had a group chat before Facebook groups were really, really prominent. We had like this crappy group text, and we had gone for 3 or 4 days, just dry spell, like throwing names out there, and some of them were fucking just terrible. I wish I had that list right now because they were bad, and even the best were like bad. But we had the only thing that we had done as a band up until that point, we lived together, but truly the only thing we had done as a band, we had watched this movie together over the course of 2 nights, and the movie is The Watchmen. If you haven't seen it, great movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's a scene in The Watchmen when and they're sitting in the war room, and the comedian, who's this dark kind of anti-hero character, and they're facing the threat of nuclear war, and he lights the map on fire, and he says, being the smartest man in the world, something, I'm gonna botch this, so paraphrase with me, but being the smartest man in the world ain't gonna mean shit once those nukes go off, and you're just gonna be the smartest man on the cinder. And after we had gotten so sick and tired of shitty ideas, Mike spouted On The Cinder off, and we're like, you know what? Fine, let's roll with this.
That's it. That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one. That's the winner.
I think it actually took us the Zack Snyder full
Extended
cut of the extended version of The Watchmen, and it's still a boring movie even if it's longer. It's like we love the comic. The comic was in the van for a long time.
I mean,
Yeah, I have that.
this is about being geeks, right? Is that
Oh,
not
yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
like not 10 geek points right there?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're on the right show.
Yeah,
for
you're on the right show. Absolutely. But no, yep, yeah, that movie is boring, sure.
Yeah.
It has
The
good
comic
moments,
is-
It
but it is
does,
very
like,
long.
Like Jackie Earl Haley. Tony said it's best. Rorschach. Come on. Like when he's on screen, it's a great fucking movie.
Mhm.
When he's not, you just want to sleep.
I believe you. I've not seen his rendition of Freddy Krueger, but I want to.
Don't,
Oof.
do not. It will,
bad, huh?
no. Look, okay, this is what will happen if you watch that movie. You will immediately go back and watch the original just to
Yeah.
redeem yourself.
Okay. Well, that
Don't-
makes me feel
I'm just saying, don't do it to yourself, please.
better.
If I can stop anybody, I'm going to do it now.
This
It's
is
one
a
of those.
PSA.
Yeah. From
Are you
your
guys
friends
big
at the
horror
Geek
movie
Den
fans?
say this because we
Yes.
care. Oh, we are huge. Me and
Yeah.
Craig especially. Like horror is our
Forte.
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah. That,
What is your favorite Christmas-based horror movie? Jay, you
Hannah
go.
Slay with Goldberg and Santa Claus.
You want to go curling for the?
oh, I'd have to go with Santa Slay as well because like It's either that
So
or
good.
Black Christmas, and Black Christmas was god awful.
Mm.
So, but I still watch Black. Well, there's another one called You Better Watch Out that's really good.
I think I might have seen that.
That's
a very
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, Christmas horror is like it's like a little sliver in the
like,
holiday movie
Yeah, for sure.
theme.
does Die Hard count?
I count Die Hard.
Yeah.
Whether it's a Christmas movie or a Christmas horror movie,
It's a Christmas movie, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
it is. It is.
Yeah, I wouldn't really
It
call
could-
it a horror movie, you know.
I would no. It's an action movie for sure.
As far as like Christmas movies, Christmas horror movies, I just saw Krampus from
That's a-
like
It's decent.
it's like within the last decade. I thought it was pretty good. It's like campy, but like it's
Oh,
also big
yeah.
budget, so it looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
the
was fun.
effects were amazing in that movie.
Mhm.
Like the makeup and everything like that. I like how they did Krampus in that movie. Yeah, it actually scared me. I was like, okay, that's freaky. Wasn't expecting that, but okay.
This is a rabbit hole. This is a hard rabbit hole right now.
It is.
Yep.
It is.
Mm,
But that's what we do here, so it's okay.
yeah. I don't think we ever stayed on track even once.
What is the track?
No. What's a track?
Well,
Oh, man,
as long as we're going down the rabbit hole, what's the most like legitimate scary movie that scared you? Like
Oof.
the one that got maybe I'm a baby. You guys can call me out. But if you ever summer, like
I
they
haven't.
they watch if you haven't seen it, but they really slow play you on this scare, and it doesn't happen for like a good 40-50 minutes into the movie, and they really just slow ball you on the whole time, and then they just get just bam. It's just I can't say any more than that without spoiling it, but
Right.
go watch it. It's gonna ruin your night. I actually had to stop watching it for a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. If we're talking about movies that do that, Hereditary.
Same
Oh.
studio, for sure.
It didn't. I can't say it's
When the little girl gets her head knocked off.
yeah, and that's exactly what.
Not though.
Is that
That's
the end of
the
it?
thing. It's like the end
No,
of
that's not the end of it at all. That's
Okay.
like halfway through the movie.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. I need like right now.
Mhm.
Oh God, that. Oof, I will never be able to watch that movie again. Not that it's a bad movie.
No, it was rough though.
It
Cheers
was
on
rough. Yeah, you did your job. You did your
Mhm.
job.
How about
But
Craig?
like, yeah, Craig.
You know what really scared me was, you know, that stupid nun movie that came out in The Conjuring?
Oh
It was
yeah.
like the opera. For some reason, it scared. Like I had this weird thing about nuns because I had this nightmare as a kid of like the zombie nun, and like someone brought it to life.
Did you
You must
did
be
you
a
watch Saint
Reformed
Maud?
Catholic.
What was that?
Did you
You
watch
must be
Saint
Catholic.
Maud? Oh shit, we keep talking at the same time. Sorry.
Good, yeah, sorry.
Okay, Jason, you first.
Okay. Watch the movie Saint Maud, speaking of creepy ass nuns.
No.
Okay, then that's on your next list.
All right, Mike, what were you saying?
Just say Craig's probably like a Reformed Catholic. He's so afraid of nuns. Like,
Weird fear, I know, but man,
You got to think with penguins, don't you?
absolutely not. I could come hang out any day.
All right. I want to ask you back to the music for a little bit. What is one of your like individually?
Mike, you can go first.
well, I was talking to these guys before we started, kind of mid to like Eastern PA. I was just thinking about this time we played State College, and it was pretty well attended show, bunch of people there, and there were these really intoxicated, specifically, and they
Sounds
kind of
about
like,
right.
we're a 3-piece, we don't take up a lot of space on stage, so they
Yeah.
like came up and like danced on like the stage with us. What was this place called, Jay?
Oh, it was some kind of
Yeah.
microbrew thing. I think it might have actually just been called the brewery.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. Just had that show like in the back of my head since we started talking. Like we play like punk and hardcore stuff, but like these people were like dance, like, having a good time, like in between us. So it was like,
Welcome to Central PA, where they have no fucking
They
idea
start
how
doing
to
like the
dance
cha
to your
cha slide
music.
after a while. You're like, what the fuck is going on?
that was a good one.
Oh my God, yeah. That's Central PA to a T, man. Especially State College.
And opening for Mighty Boss Stones. That's the most
Ooh,
pressing to my mind right now.
the Boston's. I could see that being a fun show.
Yeah.
Jason, what about you?
I kind of split it because like there's like he's right. The Boston's was great. Anytime you get to open for a national act and it's absolutely packed, like there is a certain adrenaline you feel where it's like you don't even know these people aren't there for you, but you know that they're paying attention to you for that little bit of time, and it feels
Yeah.
great.
It's
Yeah.
a similar style of music too.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that helps.
But there have been a handful of times when we've really done like our due diligence and people actually came out for us. And actually I'm going to use this as an answer for both only because I think it kind of melds the two answers together well enough. We for Pears in Buffalo, and it was
Right.
between seeing Pears and opening for them, and they're just a great new band, and I always preach and get pissed off. I'm like, you guys, anything that's happened in the last fucking 10 or 15 years. So I'm like a new good solid band, we're opening for them, we got a good crowd, they got a good crowd, we're hanging out, and I'm just like, my old bones get in the fucking mosh pit, and it was
Who were we talking with that we were saying? I think it was Dalton DeShane. We were saying,
Yep.
it doesn't matter how many people are at the show. If it's fun, that's all that matters.
Yep.
If you and the crowd have fun, doesn't matter if there's 20 people or 200.
Yeah.
And like
Mhm.
that's what makes a show memorable, is if you had fun. And I know that feeling because when I was 16, my band played a show. It was our only show away from home. So I was like, we gotta have fun. Like, I don't care if we're on, yeah. Oh yeah, we were absolutely dog shit horror, but we had a crowd surfer.
There you
Hey.
go.
What? In a crowd of 16 people. Okay.
Took
I'll
every
take it.
person to carry that
It
dude.
did.
Those are the best though. Like, yeah, a show is meant to be entertainment, and
Yeah.
it's like most technically tight, amazing band, and like, it may not stir up the same being human and being exciting, and just every show is different.
Yeah.
that because we're not the most technically tight band.
We want to be, but we
It's punk rock, man. Fuck it.
yeah
Yeah.
try to find a balance.
It's very melodic.
Yeah, but punk rock has a point. To be perfect.
It's a blunt point, but it's a point.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. The music's there, the energy's there. You guys, shit. Like I said, I was hearing, the Casualties meets TBR. like, and it kind of blew my mind. I was expecting like a more pop punk just by judging the look of you guys. Like, not that that's a bad thing. I'm a huge pop punk guy. Like,
Yeah.
that's my shit.
Yeah.
I'm an
I
emo
don't know that
kid.
we have a look, you know.
Yeah.
Or do
No,
we?
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's kind of ambiguous. You're just like, what?
Yeah,
Like,
you don't know what to
what
expect.
vibe I'm getting from
Yeah.
these guys.
And can your listeners can't see this video, right? So we should
No, they will.
they will?
Yeah, we're on YouTube and Spotify.
Okay, good. Because I hope that they, when you say I'm a big pop punk guy, I hope they see your ensemble right now.
I know, I'm wearing an iron. And then I got the Misfits record in the background, so
Royalties for that?
no. Can't get money out of Jerry only. You crazy?
I don't know who has the rights to any of the Misfit stuff. Is it Jerry only?
I think it's still
Because
I'm
like
not
Target
sure, though.
and Walmart have their shirts, so it's
Yeah.
like, who gets that cash?
could
I
be
think
I think
that's
Jerry
Jerry.
does have the rights.
It might be Jerry.
Hmm.
I'm not sure.
To be
Remember when they
honest,
tried to sue for the Crimson Ghost? They were like, "We're gonna sue for copyrights for this."
You can't get copyright on something that's in the public domain. Like, yep. Yeah, that fucking skull.
Yeah.
Like,
It's iconic.
when I went to college at 17 years old, and this is gonna totally mark me a Misfits logo on it, and I had never listened to the Misfits at that point in my life. But I thought it was a cool hat, so I wore it for my whole freshman year of college. And I had a lot of people go, "Hey, you like the Misfits?" And I was like,
Sure.
That's pretty punk. That's punk as fuck.
Yep. Yeah. We all have our stories.
My birthday is in October, and when we were all living in the same house in Buffalo together, like way before they did the reunion at Riot Fest, it was like Jerry only and Hired Guns, the house thing, and I like all the like 5 or 6 people we live with. I was like, guys, you want to go like for my birthday? Wouldn't that be fun? Everyone's like, no, that's okay. We'll just sit on the couch and drink beers for your birthday. All right, fine.
Cool.
Fine.
sorry about
I
that.
saw him in
Enjoy it.
2011, like before the reunion and everything. And it was bad. It was not very fun at all.
Is there like guitar player guy Doyle? Was he in the band at that?
No, it was Des Cadena and what's his name? The other one.
Oh, it was Jerry's son, I think.
Kyle. I don't know what his name is.
I can't remember, but no, when I saw them, it was in 2005, and Des Cadena was their guitar player, and Robo was their drummer.
Mm. No, I
Post
don't think it was.
Marky
I
Ramone.
don't think it was Robo, but I can't remember who the hell it was.
Oh, it was I know, I can't remember his fucking name, but he's like El Chupacabra or something is what they call it.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? Like, but no, I saw him with Robo like after Marky Ramone was their drummer. So it was like
Oh.
the Project 1950 Misfits 25 lineup ish.
Yeah.
Like twice within like 6 months. And both of them were great shows, but it was just okay. I've done that.
Yeah.
Along and everything. I'm good. I met them. It was cool.
Who was the singer at that point? Was
Jerry
Graves
Only.
still the singer? Oh, he was.
Jerry only was doing this vocals. It was.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I prefer Jerry's vocals over Graves, but Jerry only cannot write a song to save his life.
Yeah.
Like,
What's left to write about?
exactly.
Yeah, you never know. You listen to
Zombies,
you never
aliens,
think of Danzig
skulls,
as,
skeletons.
you never think of Danzig as like this lyrical genius, but then when you actually like look into their lyrics, it's like, wow, this guy wrote all this.
And it's just like It's so much better
Yeah.
than what 10 songs that Jerry wrote.
Yep.
And when I say wrote, I mean vomited onto a piece of paper.
Only fans trash their favorite bands on their show.
Oh, a fan knows best. A fan has that insight, you know.
That's like their last good album too.
Yeah.
Earth AD.
Yep.
Of that era, anyway. Like there was, like, I hate Heroes ever did, but I do enjoy his vocals. But
Yeah, Dig Up Your Bones was a good song, but
yeah, American Psycho was
he's
a good
such a
record.
piece of shit.
He is. Yeah.
Yeah. You try to separate music from artists, but sometimes you can't
It's
because there's
hard.
so much evidence like against that person.
It's hard in
It's like, well, I
certain
can't even.
cases.
Yeah.
I still can't listen to As I Lay Dying after everything that went down there.
Yeah.
What happened with them?
Oh man, to kill his wife and kid.
Yeah.
Spent like what 6-7 years in prison.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
He came back, and then the band got back together. like the fucking Blues Brothers.
I gotta pay my child support because I didn't get my wife whacked.
Like,
Papa
and
needs
like
to
when
pay
he
for court costs.
when he got arrested, he was like, they were like still a Christian band.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So I was just like, wait a second here, what? No way, what? Then he comes back and he's like, yeah, we were never a Christian band. I was like, you son of a bitch, you lied for how many fucking years saying you were? Whatever, I don't know. I mean, I guess their new album's supposed to be pretty good, but I haven't listened to it.
I don't know.
I don't know. I have a hard.
I don't know.
That's fair.
But then you know, you got bands like the Casualties. I still listen to Jorge's stuff, even though he's a human sack of garbage. You know.
Yeah, it's I mean, imagine being like a Warped Tour circa 2010 fan. Like you wouldn't be able to like any of the bands.
Yeah, exactly. Like, fuck. Like,
It's true.
there's so many bands I could list off right now that I grew up listening to and singing along to. I still do, but it's just like I really shouldn't.
Yeah,
It's just like
it's crazy how fast that stuff spreads too. Like, I'm not a big fan of this band by any means, but like when the thing about the brand new singer came out, like he was like chirping with like little girls that, well, you know, teenagers when he was like nearly 30. It's like that tanked that band, and like his character is just totally to shit now.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
That's
maybe
one
some
of those
people
bands that I
can't.
still listen to, but I like the shit that I was listening to back then. You know, because it was like 8th, 9th grade that they came out and did their thing.
Yeah, there's a nostalgia aspect, and you almost remember a moment in time in your own life more than you know.
That's really why I still listen to that stuff.
Yeah.
Because it just reminds me of that time in my life where I didn't have any responsibility.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Could just do whatever the hell I wanted. You know, the good old days.
Before the world was quite so dark.
Yeah.
Before I had to get a job.
Yeah.
My God. When I was able to have fun regularly
Nope.
on a whim.
Well, this is fun.
Oh,
You not
yeah,
fun
this
doing the
is-
show?
This is
Oh,
like
yeah.
this is holiday cheer, guys. Let's bring the mood up
Yeah.
a little.
Holiday cheer.
Yeah,
All right.
shalom, guys.
Shalom. Has a Christmas tree in the background, says shalom. I love this guy.
But- are you guys frozen, or am I not frozen?
You're good. You're not.
We're good.
Oh, never mind.
You're good.
You're kind of moving.
Okay, you guys are frozen on mine, but I can hear you fine. So we're just gonna keep it rolling and enjoy your
We're
holiday
good.
warmth. and you're
Yep,
still
we're
friends.
actually rocking. Me and Craig are rocking back and forth like idiots.
Perfect. You guys,
We're all moving on my end.
you guys have a favorite Christmas song?
Oh, Christmas song.
And the Bad Religion album doesn't count.
Yeah, that's what I said when Joe Burns was on. But, oh,
I think
I
I'm gonna have
know,
to go with
the-
the classic. Run, Run, Rudolph.
Ooh.
Chuck Berry.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. I'm gonna have to go with the Dropkick Murphys. The Season's Upon Us.
It's a nice song.
It's a great song because it's so relatable,
Yeah.
Mhm.
especially if you're Irish. My God.
That's anything with Dropkick Murphys, especially if you're Irish. You'll probably like this band.
If you've ever worked for a union, are from Boston or are Irish, you'll relate to the Dropkick Murphys in any song that they ever do.
Yeah.
So, but that's the beauty of that band, I think. But yeah, that song is great. And then I also love the 12 Pains of Christmas.
Oh,
The good 90s classic right there. My uncle used to play it all the time when I was growing up.
I think I've definitely heard that.
Yeah.
I got two off the top, and to be honest, I asked this question without anything in mind on my own, but the first one that comes to mind is "Sexy Santa" by Steel Panther, and this is a classic. My parents sang it to me, and I when I was a kid, I always blamed this for my parents' divorce. So you're gonna love this, but there was a rendition of "Walking in a Winter Wonderland," but it was about cross dressing. It was called "Walking Around in Women's Underwear," and
I can hear it now. That's
my dad loved to sing it. My mom hated it, and I always figured when I was like a 4-year-old tyke, I always figured that was why they eventually got divorced, was because my mom hated that song so much. I learned
walking around in women's underwear.
Nailed it.
Oh, I thank your dad. Your dad. Yes, that's awesome. Mike, what about you?
I love the Bummers. Christmas Shoes, that's a big one. About the kid's mom dying, and he wants shoes for her. That's a jam.
My God.
Then from the live action Grinch movie, Where Are You Christmas? That's one of my favorites. Not with like the professional singer doing it, with the little girl.
Yeah, with the kid.
Cindy Lou.
Yeah.
With Taylor Momsen.
Yeah.
Is that her name?
Yep. From the Pretty
The
Reckless.
little girl?
you have an incredible encyclopedic memory.
Me?
Yeah, you got.
That's what I do.
We
But now, I've always deep dove into like movies that I've loved ever since I was a child. I've always gone on IMDb or something like that and just dove in, dug through, and seen who was what actress did what elsewhere. And Taylor Momsen, the little girl from The Grinch, grew up to be the singer of a band called The Pretty Reckless, and they're actually really fucking good.
Oh,
that's cool.
Yeah, they're like a real band. They're out there somewhere. They're still doing
really,
shit.
Yeah,
Hell yeah. They're pretty bitchin'.
Yeah.
This Christmas talk is reminding me of when we all lived together in Buffalo. Before we all got out of college and we were bigger assholes. We had a Christmas tradition where we would go find like a local, like not local, like an Aldi or a Walmart or a Target or something. And they always had like pine trees growing in the back. So we would, on Christmas, a couple days before Christmas, maybe like a week or two, we'd go climb one of those trees and take a handsaw and cut the top off of one of their trees and bring it into our house and like decorate it with beer cans.
Yeah, Yeah, you were definitely the most nimble. Like you would climb like 30-foot trees just to get the top, so like no one would notice. If you were walking the path. Like
Somebody,
that was pretty clutch.
That's pretty badass.
Christmas
I'm
Eve,
sure
not a
alcohol had
sound-
nothing to do with
not a sound
any
to
of
be
those
heard except for a
decisions.
tree.
No,
crashing
not a
down.
thing. Not a thing at all. Why don't we take a quick little break here, and then
Yep.
when we come back, we'll talk more about some movies and stuff.
Yep.
All right.
Come on, Teddy. Snuff Christmas for one day.
Okay, Mom.
I can talk. What can you do?
Here you are. I've been looking all over for you. Come on, let's go to bed.
Season's greetings from your Pepsi bottler.
I got play school dinosaurs. They're big and strong and tough. I can make them stomp. I can make them growl. I can play with them real rough. They're the realest ones around. I'm so glad I found my play school dinosaurs. I got play school dinosaurs. They're big and strong and tough. I can play with them real rough.
Play School's Definitely Dinosaurs, each sold separately with a Cavester.
Scared you, didn't I?
All right. Mike has put on his Santa coat.
Yeah, we're not doing a Christmas show this year, so this is usually when I get it out. So gotta wear it on the.
And if I'd have thought about it, I would have went and put my pink bunny costume on.
Do you have one?
I have one. I wore it on our Halloween episode.
Yep.
For
He
about
has
5
one.
minutes.
I
For
can
about 5
confirm.
minutes. But so Jason, you asked what our favorite Christmas song was. What's you guys' favorite Christmas movies?
oof.
Mhm.
Mine's
Did it to me,
probably
I'm doing it to you.
mine's gonna be probably the lamest. But Christmas Vacation's pretty good.
That's my number 2, man. That's my number 2. That's respectable.
Yep.
That's probably
I
my
love that
favorite
one.
also. But like Rudolph with the claymation. that
Oh, the old
one's-
special.
Yeah, the Rankin Bass
Yeah,
one.
I love that one.
Yeah.
But my favorite Christmas movie is A Christmas Story. And like I said, my second favorite is Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
Those are like solid choices all around.
Mine.
Craig, what about you?
I'm really sticking with Christmas Chronicles because those are really good. But I also like Santa Claus the movie, not the one with Tim Allen, but like the '80s one. That's a good one.
Yeah, I still haven't
Definitely
watched
not
that
the
one.
one with Tim Allen. Are you sure?
Yeah, it's not the one. Definitely a different movie.
It is definitely a different movie. It's called Santa Claus the
You
movie,
not-
not the Santa Claus.
Okay. Do you not like the Santa Claus though with Tim Allen?
I love the Santa Claus.
I do too. It's like
It's so fun. It's such a fun movie.
You guys know that seeing is not believing, but believing is seeing.
Yes. But Craig, you brought up Christmas Chronicles.
Yeah.
And that's solid choice for you.
Solid.
It's like it's a great Christmas movie. And I recently just watched those movies for the first time, like what was it, last week?
Yeah.
And I gotta say, Kurt Russell's my favorite Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a bold statement.
And I'm gonna stick by it because he's a great fucking Santa Claus.
Yeah, he really did nail it. Surly Claus.
there's
Sterling
like
Claus.
so many other options like Bill Goldberg.
So Goldberg was a great Santa Claus. Tim Allen was a fantastic Santa Claus.
Absolutely. I mean, I like Kurt Russell. I'm not gonna lie to you. Maybe I don't know how
I'm telling you,
public.
watch the Christmas Chronicles, and yep,
I
he's
will.
He's
I'm
the
inspired.
perfect Santa Claus. It's on
Yeah.
The
Netflix.
hell of an
Yeah, they're both on Netflix.
Yep. Well, they're Netflix originals actually.
Yeah.
But they're both.
Yeah.
What about like John Hammond in the Miracle on 34th Street remake?
Love him
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Isn't that great?
Love him too.
Spared no expense being
Should have been
Santa
some
Claus.
Spared no
dinosaurs, though.
expense.
Would have won me over more.
But Kurt Russell is Santa Claus.
I mean, he's got it kind of art, like he had it going for him before that. I assume it aired recently, like, but he kind of always, not always, but he kind of has looked like Santa Claus quite a bit.
Here recently, for sure.
Yeah.
Like last 15 years, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
They make Santa Claus look like more real life too, instead of
He's
white
more
beard, it's,
relatable.
like grayish. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a more relatable character.
Yeah.
Sure. But
Damn.
yeah, he's definitely
What?
my favorite Santa Claus
Okay.
in cinema.
Well, if we're gonna keep rolling with the train of favorites here, has anybody got another
Right.
one to throw out? Tis the
The Night They
season.
Saved Christmas.
The Night They Saved Christmas. That's a good one.
If
All
you haven't
right.
seen it, you can find it on Tubi.
Yeah.
Dude, let's just shout out to Tubi real quick.
Yes,
Absolutely.
we talk about
I
them a
always shout
lot
out
on
to
this
Tubi.
fucking show. We always bring them up.
Tubi.
They
Get some
Look,
commercials,
okay.
but you can see what you want.
look, okay, that Tubi changed my fucking life.
Wow.
Let's see if we can get a sponsorship on this, right?
Fuck's sake. But
You're gonna be seeing Geek Den commercials soon on Tubi.
oh my god, that'd be awesome. But our buddy that we've had on a couple of times, and we brought him on the second time specifically to talk about this movie that I'm about to mention, but I got to bring him up first. Poltergeist OD, Corey Clark, our buddy up in Edmonton. Shout out. Great rapper. If you're into horror, check him out. He's on Spotify.
Yeah.
Poltergeist OD.
It's not like ICP stuff either. He's a real deal.
Imagine if Eminem wrote about Michael Myers.
It actually sounds pretty great. Not gonna lie.
Dude, he's
Yeah.
amazing. He's got great shit. And that's coming from somebody who does not like rap music. So, like, at all. But anyway, he told us about this movie the first time he was on, and I was like, okay, I have to watch it. So I watched it, and it ended up becoming probably one of my favorite movies of all time. It's called Dude Bro Party Massacre 3.
The third one?
No, it's the
There is
only
no
one.
first or second. There's only a
So,
third.
so they just tacked on the 3 in there just to make it seem like they had already had some success.
If you watch the movie, you'll understand why it's called that. But there's no. It's so incredibly stupid.
I'm gonna start making notes. You guys are giving me too many things to look up.
Do it.
What's your friend's name again?
Poltergeist OD. Corey
Okay.
Clark. He's on Spotify as Poltergeist OD.
And Dude Bro Party Massacre.
Massacre 3.
All right, we got this.
We're gonna give this movie funding of its own so they can make another one.
Oh my God. Dude Bro Party Massacre 3 too.
3-2.
Oh my God. But yeah, that movie, it's so horrible. It's great. But the thing is, they were trying to make it horrible.
Yeah.
Like, it's meant to be horrible. And we figured it out that that's the key. If you're trying to make a horrible movie, it's going to be great because it's horrible. Because that's obviously what you're going for.
Yeah.
If as far as holiday movies, we used to, again, I hate to keep referencing, but back when we all had one giant house, we would frequently do bad holiday movies. And I think there was 2 Thanksgiving ones. There was Poultrygeist.
Thanksgiving.
And Thanksgiving was the other one.
Yeah.
The staples around the holidays.
Yes.
Classy movies. Classy.
Well, since you brought up Thanksgiving, I got to mention Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Mhm.
That's a classic.
That's one of the few actually Thanksgiving movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I watch it every year. Steve Martin and John Candy, Hit the old soul.
Why doesn't Steve Martin do anything anymore?
He does. Him and Martin Short do a bunch of stuff together.
Oh yeah, I saw the stand-up they did together. It was pretty solid.
It's funny.
And
really
like
funny.
to be fair, he was like 60 something 30 years ago when he started.
Yeah. Steve Martin's been 65 for like 50 years. So but no, Steve Martin started doing music on the side and stuff like that too.
He's actually a killer banjo player.
He's a one hell of a banjo player. Like it surprised me. Like he was on, what was he on? I want to say it's either Seth Meyers or Jimmy Fallon, one of those two. And he was the musical guest, and I was like, Steve Martin, okay, let's see what this is about. And he just playing banjo. I was like, okay, I can get behind that. Then like 3 days later, TBS honored him with the Lifetime Achievement Award, and that was just fucking hilarious. Because Mel Brooks was the host.
Oh jeez.
Oh my, that man is still fucking great at like 90 years old.
Mel Brooks.
Mel Brooks.
I
You're a
mean,
fucking genius.
if you name I guarantee you, if you take any group of people and name your top 10 like funniest movies, there's gonna be, everybody will have at least one of his movies.
It'll be either Young Frankenstein, Blazing Saddles, or Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Oh yeah, we
Those
actually
are like,
just to tie this full circle, last Christmas we did a fundraiser since COVID, was happening. We couldn't do anything like a show, and we gave everybody the opportunity to donate $60, and or $60+ to charity. Then we would play any song that anybody wanted. We'd cover it and record it in video.
oh, nice.
And we actually we raised like $1,000+ for this local Jericho Road health center. But anyway,
Nice.
the first
Congratulations.
Thank you. The first request we got was the Men in Tights, We're Men. And if you get it, like if you dig into it, if you just dig into like our Facebook videos, like it's there. And
Oh, I'm going diving after we get done here.
As long as you kept in the.
oh, it's a good question. I don't know. Dude, it's far in the memory banks.
I don't even care. I don't even care if that part.
That version is pretty abbreviated.
I'm cool with it.
Definitely a heavier version of the song.
I can. Oh man, I'm trying to picture it, but I can't. I have to watch it.
Yeah, I don't even remember how it went. So good luck finding it.
Oh, I'm digging. I'm going digging once we're done here. But okay, Jason, you told me to bring up the Like Mike DVD story.
Oh God. Okay. We were. This was in the interlude. Everybody was using the restrooms.
Yeah.
Facilities, but something was brought up. About spilling various things, marijuana, etc. And Mike, I'm sorry, but we had a house party after a show, and everybody, like we had partied until like 3 or 4 a.m. Everybody was like just chilling out now. There was like 5 of us left, and everybody's just chilling. And most people are like on their last like half hour, and our friends like, hey guys, somebody left a grinder here and it's got some stuff in it. Like, let's smoke it. And I'm like, whatever. Okay, cool. And Mike was in the bathroom, just, winding down. And so he pulls out a random DVD out of his DVD rack, and it's Like Mike featuring Lil Bow Wow. And he sets it on the table, and this DVD had no purpose of being a DVD except that it was a place to tap out the grinder. So he taps out the grinder, and he's like, be right back, guys. I'm gonna go to my room and get a bowl. We can share this little bit of stuff, a little bit of keef that he's got ready to go. And then he walks away, and Mike comes back from the bathroom, just like serendipitously, grabs this DVD off the table, picks it up full vertical, and goes, dudes, they got Like Mike, and throws it all into the shack rug. And everybody is not.
Yeah, I love that movie though.
How appropriate that your name is also Mike.
I feel like there was a fan nearby too, and I lifted it up, and it just went.
Yeah, like straight into the shag rug.
What he doesn't know is he cleared the whole table and he just went, "Rah!"
Oh, that's hilarious. All right. Now, I'm a cook and I work in a small town, like bar and grill type restaurant. And so we have TVs normally for sports games, football, whatnot, Penn State, but those games are over right now. So they've had it on freeform since Thanksgiving. I have seen the Home Alone movies and the Santa Claus movies more times than any other Christmas movie this year.
Oh,
And only because I go out to the bar to fill my drink. And I just happen to look up and there it is. Same can be said for The Grinch with Jim Carrey. Great movie.
Yeah.
But
Number 3 for me.
but the Home Alone movies, I love them so much, but I'm starting to get burnt out. But do you guys agree that Kevin McAllister grew up to be Jigsaw?
I mean, the theory holds a lot of water.
It really does.
Who is it?
Kevin McAllister from Home Alone.
From
Jigsaw.
Macaulay Culkin's character.
Yeah,
He
Macaulay
grew up to be
Culkin.
who?
Jigsaw.
You know,
from Saw.
Kevin!
Oh,
It's
Jigsaw.
because
Yeah.
our buddy is actually downstairs at my house right now, whose name is that exact line from Home Alone to address him as often as we can. Go, Kevin! I mean, he's probably the Jigsaw killer. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I think
I've
I think he is.
I'm just gonna shut up. To you.
What was that? You're kind of cutting in and out.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Huh?
Jason?
Uh-oh. Bwah, bwah, bwah.
Sorry, guys. They get kind of funky.
Oh, you're good.
Wi-Fi
It would
good.
not be this show without technical difficulties.
Yeah. There's always technical difficulties here.
Every damn time.
Oh.
One of us. Every time.
Yep. Every single time. Now, yes, Home Alone. They've been a staple in my life since I was a child.
Yeah. Well, I think
Anytime Marv gets hurt, I think it's hilarious.
Him stepping on the nail.
More than
Every
enough times. But I could watch the ending. Like, I could watch them getting beat to death every single time. No matter how many times I've seen that movie, I could skip right through it. And if I'm sick of it, I could still, as soon as they enter that house, I'm interested all over again.
Yeah. Like when he's throwing bricks at him in part 2. Marv's reaction to any of the pain is just hilarious. Daniel Stern is a gift.
Yeah. Bushwhack.
Yeah, Bushwhacked. Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
He was the father in Christmas Story 2.
I still haven't seen it. And I'm never going to.
I don't think anyone will. I mean, it's I think I saw it from a nostalgia critic at one point, and like, you know, that took enough of it. I never have to watch it.
I never understood the point in waiting 40 years to make a sequel.
They didn't have to work for 40 years until the cash had dried up.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I had to dip out for a second because my audio was screwed up, but I mean that's actually a pretty, if you were a band making any kind of even resembling a Christmas song, that would be a phenomenal music video idea if you just reenacted some of the trap ideas from Home Alone, or even came up with your own.
Yeah, like just make like a Home Alone type music video, sure, like for Christmas time. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Have the mic.
I'm interested.
Bottom of the steps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Big old bucket of paint slaps you in the face.
Yeah. It's like that. It's like the Off with Their Heads video when they're just like beating the crap out of Ryan. The entire song, they're like throwing eyes at him and everything.
I'm sure he loved that. He's
Yeah.
Stooges video. Gotta love it.
Yep. Right up there with Thriller.
We got on here, like, or hell, we might have even been talking about it in the first part, but horror. Like Craig and I are big into horror. Not necessarily holiday horror, but let's get back onto that a little bit. Like for me, horror, like the horror movie that stands out for me is People Under the Stairs.
Whew.
Yeah. Because it fucked me up when I was a kid.
Me too. Holy shit.
I still can't go into a dark basement. I say it every time I bring that movie up.
So the kid whose house you didn't want to stay at because his parents were a little off, but we finally one day, circa 7 years old, 8 years old, we're like, all right, well, he wants to, sleep over at his house. We'll sleep over at his house. What does he throw on? Fucking People Under the Stairs. And it, like, as if his house wasn't creepy enough.
Then you got that movie.
And we got this. I was like, I only watched it that one time, just mortified. I never watched it
Make
since.
you feel really secure in his place,
Wow.
Oh man, it was awful. I think it was one of those like covers up to your like just under your eyes and just your hands tweaking out like a cartoon. And you're just like, I'm not sleeping the rest of the night.
Yeah. And I was like 10 when I watched that movie. I've watched it since and I really appreciate it, but like it's one of my favorite movies, but I still can't go into a dark basement. There has to be light on.
No, I don't blame you.
It doesn't matter if I'm familiar with it or not.
There was let's see, ones that tweaked me out the most. I mean, so just because of my exact age, in the age of like not quite being able to go into rated R movies, got in to see the Ring. That was like by today's standards thing,
right?
But when the 6th grade, man, it did a number on me at that point.
Oh, I fucked a lot of people up.
Yep.
I remember when that movie came out. I saw the second one in theaters.
Yeah. I would. It was. You can't leave because your friends are.
Yeah, no. Girlfriend at the time, so I wasn't really paying attention, if you know what I mean. But no, I watched the first one at home, like rented on a weekend trip with my mom, and I watched it, and I was just like, okay, nope.
Nope. There was a scene in the movie that seemed like almost completely. We were the boat into like this engine of said boat and like gets mangled up, but it was like had nothing to do with the movie at all. It's like they were just like, let's throw some other gruesome shit in here. How about a horse and a
right? Real.
Yeah, for me, it was The Grudge was like the theaters, and it freaked me out. Saw that and was like, I don't need to see The Ring. That's scary dark-haired girl. I don't need two of those in my life.
Yeah, no, you don't.
Yeah. I will quick shout out to Texas Chainsaw Massacre series though.
Yeah.
After going through a lot of those ones, a lot of sequels and remakes and stuff, but it was a solid. That kind of had a real good. Like it was creepy. It was a little bit like more realistic than some of them. Like you really can feel like that could actually happen in real life, and you're just not happy about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I drive down around where my dad's family's from. It's all kind of isolated like that, and it's just spooky.
Yeah, and that answer brings me to mine, which James, you already know who it is.
Yeah.
Did you roll your eyes?
No, I don't know what you're talking about. But yes,
I
I know
can't help it.
exactly
I was
what
never
you're
really
talking
scared of him as a kid. Like I had nightmares and everything, but like nothing really, no movies really scared me until I saw that fucking clown.
about. Terrifier.
Yeah.
Really?
Like Exorcist.
It just fucked me up when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
nothing
it still kind of fucks me up today, but
nothing really did it ever until I saw that movie. But it's like a creeped out in a good way, like scared in a good way. You know what I mean? I'd never want to see him at like standing at the bottom of my steps or anything. But
if Art the Clown were to ever stand at the bottom of my steps, I would just
Yeah. Get a quick and dirty death.
it's just I don't. Why would I want to see what comes next?
Yeah. Yeah.
Suffer. Just kill me now.
Don't split me in half, please.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
great movie though. Fantastic movie though.
Yeah.
Horror round for me.
What was shit? What was I think it was Jordan Peele directed a one kind of recently that was pretty cool.
There's
I
Get
haven't
Out.
seen-
No,
I don't know
I haven't
about-
kept up with any of his movies. 'Cause-
I haven't watched any of his now. I do want to see his Saw though.
Oh, I didn't even realize he had
I
done
think
one.
it.
Oh, I definitely haven't seen that.
Like I saw the trailer for it and was just like, okay, maybe.
The idea of Chris Rock in a horror movie kind of makes me laugh. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Me too. Me too. But I was just like, if
Yeah.
with the number 23, I think Chris Rock can do it.
Oh yeah. I just
So.
just him screaming just makes me kind of laugh just because
I just heard it in my head. That's hilarious. But speaking of the Saw movies, did you guys ever see the Jigsaw movie?
I actually kind of checked out after like the third one because it's losing, yeah, it's losing.
Yeah.
It was neat how they kind of kept working it in, kind of kept weaving it, but you know, it's hard to keep up with, 7 or 8 movies, and
Yeah.
it's hard to
Yeah.
remember.
Oh, I
shit
get
like
you.
that.
But the movie Jigsaw is kind of a standalone movie. And don't have to watch the other one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's kind of an origin story in a sense.
I'll bite.
I did watch the first Saw, but like I'm not into like torture scenes. You know what I mean? I didn't like Hostel. Like I can watch people get ripped apart and sawed in half, but like if you're torturing someone, I'm like, no, I'm not really into this.
I could see the thing is the first Saw wasn't just a one-upsmanship to see how gross you could get. Like it had a story.
Yeah.
And I'll even lend the benefit of the doubt to the
Second one was great.
Like there's like this sort of elaborate, they built on the first one. They kind of degraded after that.
Yeah, I'll agree with you there. The first one though, the saving grace was Danny Glover and Carrie Elwes.
Yeah.
Like if those two guys weren't in that movie, I don't think it would have been as the star power though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But without
But
those
no
two
one had
people,
seen,
nobody
like-
knows. What was that?
It seemed like Carrie Elwes wasn't doing anything around that time, really. Maybe he was doing like
He really
Broadway or
wasn't.
something.
He
But,
might
like-
have been. He might have been, but yeah, I don't think he wasn't doing any movies. Sure.
That's
Yeah.
because Robin Hood was way too good.
Yeah.
Yeah, wanted to leave on that note. But I don't know. Yeah, there's definitely him being in that role was like, you believe he's just a regular person, you know, with kind of this dark side because he's like handsome and
Yeah, he's a
positive, cheerful type
doctor.
person.
And then, and you know, you got Danny Glover playing a cop. Danny Glover gonna play.
He's
You
too
know.
old to do anything else.
Too old for this shit.
Yeah, they're never gonna
Exactly.
make another Angels in the Outfield. So
Oh, that's right. He wasn't a cop in that.
yeah.
He was a
Good
baseball manager.
reference. Good cut.
The one movie he's not a cop in.
Yeah.
Is this another Rookie of the Year reference?
Rookie of the Year, that wasn't Danny Glover.
He was the manager, wasn't he?
No, that was Angels in the Outfield.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I thought we were getting the crossover with Marv
God.
Yeah.
being the
Yeah.
coach. Never mind. Sorry.
He was even a cop in Predator 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a great cop in Predator 2. That was
He was.
fantastic.
Predator
movie.
2, I recently rewatched that, but that's because we talked about Predator with our buddy Chris a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
But no, I rewatched the Predator series because I hadn't seen the newest Predator movie. So I was like, I'll just rewatch all of it. And I watched
I
Predator
can't even
2.
tell you
And
how
it was
many
really
they have now.
5. There's 5.
Does
Wait,
that
no,
include Alien
4.
versus
There's
Predator?
4. No, I'm not counting those pieces of shit. No, we don't talk about them. They never happened.
They never happened. They
But
did.
no, there's 4 movies. There's 4 movies. 5th one coming out soon. It's going to be like an origins kind of. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
It's going to take place in like the early 18th century, so like the early 1700s before the West was settled.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Different for sure.
Predator's first journey to Earth is what it's supposed to be.
Gotcha. Maybe that Danny Glover gets at the end of
that's what,
number 2.
that was one of the things that we brought up on our Predator episode. Is like, that could be, could be why he got that gun. You know, because they're trophy hunters.
I mean, it kind of fits with what the Predator is, anyways, because he is kind of like Native American, like in the way he moves and like his, you know, even his kills kind of without a gun, but
it's like he picks up traits from those he hunts.
Yeah. So definitely an origin of that character for sure. I'm sure it was definitely influenced by Native American warriors and stuff.
Yeah, that's why I'm interested to see it. Like it's because it's gonna be like he's still learning.
Yeah. Like that.
So
there's tons of stuff coming up though. Like it seemed like with COVID, so many things got delayed.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we're gonna get so much, and we're
the Book
just
of Boba Fett.
You know,
the Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
I am super excited about that. Like right before the end of the year.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna there's no spoiler, but I saw the new Spider-Man movie on Thursday in theaters. And
how was it?
If you're into Marvel at all, if you're into Spider-Man at all, this is the best thing they've ever done.
Damn.
Like I can say that with pure confidence. And if you watch it, I believe that you will agree with me.
Do I have to watch the other Spider-Man movies?
I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea, but yeah, I wouldn't say 100% necessary. But I mean, did you grow up with like the old ones like Tobey Maguire and then the other dude?
I did once.
Okay. Again, nothing is completely necessary, but you may enjoy it that much more if you do. But
I'm familiar with Doc Ock and everything.
It tickled every nostalgia bone. It tickled every like you cry, you laugh, you fucking like everything you could want. I really do. Like I've seen almost all the Marvel movies, and this one really just does it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got me excited.
I'll have to check it out for sure. I drove by the theater today and saw it on the marquee, and it was just like, Me? Or do I go and do my laundry?
I can tell you that there was a standing ovation in the theater.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh,
Okay. I'll have to see it now. Damn it.
yeah, I didn't see one. What is it? No Way Home or
Yeah.
Home?
Yeah, that sort of leads up to it. It's worth seeing, just watching that one on Disney or whatever. But like this one is just I can't say more without saying anything too telling. But just go watch it. Like you'll thank me later.
All right.
Yeah, we're usually cool with
Serial to
spoilers
get
on
through.
this show, but not Marvel spoilers.
No,
We can't, not, especially when the
break
movie
code
just
there.
came out.
Yeah.
Like,
that's
we
it.
don't want to die.
Yeah.
Get canceled.
They can't cancel us. We're on public access.
We'll just make another account.
Free show.
But
We'll call ourselves not Punk Rock Geek then.
yeah. Just have the same theme song, but in reverse.
As a little homage to our friend Matt too, who has been confined in Facebook jail so many times he has a whole list of alternative profiles.
He does. And they're usually historical characters, which is great.
Like not Alexander Hamilton.
That was my favorite one. My favorite one, just given his obsessions. But shit, what was I gonna? Oh, like because we usually spoil shit on this show. Entire episode,
Yeah.
like where the first 30 minutes was just us talking about the new Mortal Kombat movie,
Oh God.
Yeah.
and we spoiled the shit out of that movie.
I heard it was
But we,
fun. heard it was a good-
I enjoyed it.
Good.
It was so goodly bad or badly good, however you want to put it.
I'll give that. Yeah.
The
was-
story was a little, but like the action, I was totally down with it. Like the fight sequences were brilliant. I thought.
It was beautiful. It was campy, and it was also well, like it was good.
Yeah, I'm interested to see where they go with it
Yeah.
because they definitely left it open.
Yeah. As long as they're making money, they're gonna keep pumping those out now that
Yeah.
I hope.
there's a market.
I need a continuation to that story. They can't like not make a sequel to it. They have to now. Come on, we got to talk more shit about this. Like, Mortal Kombat's one of my favorite series of all time, and if you're gonna completely trash it, I'm gonna completely trash you. So keep making those movies.
Oh man, the original. I remember I watched the originals as a kid, as a young kid, 5, 6, 7 years old, and then rewatched them as an adult, and I was like, these don't hold up well, but there's something in my heart that just keeps them, that they're just precious to me.
Yeah.
I mean, the second was
the first one.
especially bad.
Annihilation was fuck awful,
Oh yeah.
but
I did
No, the
like the
first one,
animated
though.
series though.
yeah, the cartoon was awesome.
Yeah.
I love that cartoon. Because I want to say it came on around in the same time block as Gargoyles and Power Rangers.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah, those were the days, man.
Yep.
The 90s. The
But
90s
now
on
they're
Fox.
getting sold back to us in our, late 20s, 30s.
I don't want to pay for it though.
I still
We're
watch.
going to anyways. Even if we say we're not going to, we're lying to ourselves. They're selling it again.
Or
We
And-
have now. We can afford it. No. let's do it.
the X-Men animated series. I've watched that as recently as 2 days ago on Disney Plus or whatever, and it's still phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I've watched the Mighty Ducks movies on Disney Plus. Just because I love them. Like I've
Yeah.
always loved those movies, even though the second and third one are just absolute horrible.
All right, that's enough praise for
The second
Disney
one's
now.
good. The second one's a lot of fun. Like they
The
get a
second
bigger
one is
budget
fun.
and use it well.
Yeah, and I like
Yeah.
the Olympic theme, but it's still not the first one. The first one had that magic that they just didn't capture again.
I do like the Bash Brothers though. That concept.
Yeah,
was
the
awesome.
Bash Brothers were cool. that like the second one made me wish for Mighty Ducks action figures
Yeah.
that weren't based on the cartoon. That weren't
Just
based on
text
the
with
cartoon.
lasso action.
Yeah, right.
Mighty Ducks action figure. Like Aberman.
Yeah.
What would the Aberman action figure do? Like Puffin and Haler or
Yeah.
something? Like,
They actually they had a Mighty Ducks like superhero show where they were actual
Yeah, they were like aliens.
yeah.
They
And
flew around in a spaceship. I remember that cartoon.
same universe.
It was.
Yeah.
That's
Gordon
hilarious.
Bombay doing his community service. Ducks in space. Playing hockey.
I think they called that Duck Dodgers actually.
Guess it was a little noisy. Oh, Emilio Estevez.
Yep. What a character.
The good Sheen.
He's the good Sheen, not Joe Estevez of Soul Taker fame.
Oh my God.
Well.
Oh.
Don't love his soul. The only reason anyone knows that is from Mystery Science Theater. Like, only reason.
Oh, we do those kind of shows too.
Yep.
We'll get a movie from the public domain, and
Yep.
either it'll be the three of us or one of our buddies will join us, and we'll watch it and talk shit.
Yep.
I can't take credit for this, but what we used to do as kids, is we put a movie on that everybody knew, you know, like an old Disney classic or whatever, and we'd everybody would pick a character and they would voice that character, and you put the movie on mute and it'd create a new storyline. And everybody,
Like on Whose Line Is It Anyway?
kinda, yeah. And it was a great, honestly, if you have not done that, get like 3 or 4 of your friends around and just do it. It is a
Oh my God.
phenomenal time.
That's fantastic. That's great. Yeah.
We had a
I suck at improv, but I'm gonna have to figure it out.
it doesn't matter. It's worth it. We had a Disney release where like the girl was like a transvestite in love with the horse, like the whole night. It got weird. Just do it.
Oh man, Oliver and Company just went dark in my brain.
Why should you worry? Why should you care?
Fair point. Oh man, I miss the '90s though.
Oh yeah.
That was a great decade for TV, movies, music.
Everything. No Doubt's Tragic Kingdom. Fucking
Great album.
Yeah, I mean, the 80s were good competitors
Dookie.
in, like movie-wise and everything, but the 90s really sold it on TV.
Everything.
Like pop culture really exploded.
Yeah, the television culture in the '90s was huge.
oh yeah, dude. Even the commercials. Like go on and throw
Yeah.
on a YouTube video of 90s commercials and you're just gonna lose your shit. And you'd be like, I remember that. I remember that. I
We do.
remember that.
Or just watch an episode of this show and wait till our commercial.
Yeah,
break.
we throw commercials in.
Capri
That's why we
Sun.
take breaks.
I wanted to drink Capri Sun so bad, so I would turn into a fucking liquid Hydro Man and fucking fly through billboards, dude. Are you kidding me?
You know how pissed off the first time I ever ate a pack of Gushers, I was so pissed off that my head didn't turn into a watermelon.
Eat some airheads.
Like
your head
I was angry. I was angry that my head did not turn into a watermelon. I was like 8 years old, pissed off at Gushers. But
You
yeah,
still eat.
yeah, I still eat them. I still eat Gushers.
I think I
Yeah,
break my
Craig.
teeth with Gushers these days.
Oh yeah. Oh Jesus. They're rough. They're rough.
Yeah.
But yeah, Craig brought up airheads.
Oh yeah.
What was it?
Airheads
Their
are-
head would turn into a balloon.
Yeah.
Fly through the roof. You know,
In the 90s, sugar turned you into anything you
Yeah.
wanted it to be.
Anything.
But that's false advertising. Because then
Yeah, those existences would be terrible if you got turned into like liquid metal by drinking
Yeah.
Capri Sun.
I think that'd be badass. Ever since I saw Terminator 2, I've always wanted to like walk through prison bars and shit like that. I think that'd be a cool little trait to have, I think.
Okay, so if we're gonna geek out a little bit, all right, let's geek out. So if you could fly, turn invisible, read minds, or let's say have like laser Superman vision, what would it go?
Oh boy.
I'd still choose fly.
Fly, be invisible, laser vision, or what was the other one?
Read minds.
Read minds.
There's social media. You don't need to read people's minds.
Yeah,
Just
no,
tell-
I'd probably go with fly. I'd
That's
probably
pretty
go
low
with
tier.
fly.
Wow. Full house.
I'd go with fly simply because I hate traffic.
Unanimous.
I'm good with that. Okay, well then follow-up question. What is the worst X-Men power? I mean, to be honest, I'm not
Wow.
totally sure what Jubilee did. She like shot fireworks or something. But there was also
Yeah.
the guy who flew by screaming, which was
Yeah,
not.
that's like, that's not fun.
You gotta run out
I
of
mean,
breath.
it's
In
effective.
all
It's a-
honesty, I hate to say it because he's one of my favorite characters, but like the worst power is Gambit. All he does is throw cards around.
It's not great. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, stick
that-
and stuff. He does things.
Down the Gambit fan.
I mean, so he was a cool character. I'm gonna throw that
Yeah.
out there. He was a cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He just wasn't. His power wasn't great. Like there was a guy who like was a toad kind of and just like ate things with his tongue. Like that wasn't a good power.
Yeah, you know what his name was?
No.
Toad.
Oh, there you go.
They put 10 seconds of thought into that one.
Like when they named Hot Pockets.
When they wrote the song for Hot Pockets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Jim Gaffigan said, I wonder how long it took him to come up with that. Hot Pocket. Oh man. Yeah, I'd probably have to go with Gambit's power. Like, yeah, I can throw cards.
Yeah.
Are they red hot and explode? Not necessarily.
That's a fair point, but still.
It's only a slight bit above.
Yeah. But hey, I don't know.
Mhm.
But okay. There's a new Batman movie coming around the corner. Who's your favorite Batman?
Oof.
Keaton.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I was tempted to say Val Kilmer, but like,
Ugh.
not tempted because I believe that, just tempted to piss some people off.
Okay.
The animated one from the 90s cartoon is so good too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the guy that
I
voices
had all those
him.
action figures.
He was just so like beefy. His voice was just
Mhm.
knock
Yeah.
you over.
The voice sounded like the character.
Yeah.
Kevin Conroy, I think his name was.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Yeah. But as far as like the big screen, I would say Michael Keaton for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you brought up Val Kilmer, and I've brought this up before on the show. But Val Kilmer was a great Batman. Terrible George Clooney. Not George Clooney. Terrible Bruce Wayne. Sorry, George Clooney was a great Bruce Wayne. Terrible Batman.
This is true. George Clooney, if it was just Bruce Wayne, absolutely would have my vote.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Just the movies with him and the shoulders and the can't move
Yep.
your neck. Like it was
Yeah.
awful.
But Val Kilmer as Batman that worked,
Yeah.
but not him as Bruce Wayne.
No. He wasn't. He just didn't have it. He didn't have millionaire
Yeah.
charm.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like if they would have had George Clooney as Bruce Wayne and Val Kilmer as Batman, and okay, cool.
Totally.
But nobody would have to know.
except
Don't
for
have to say shit.
except for the 30 years difference in filming.
Right? But yeah, Michael Keaton. I've heard tale of him coming back as a retired Bruce Wayne in a Dark Knight.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Was it Batman Beyond.
So old
What
though. If
Yeah.
they do Batman Beyond, I guess. But like,
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be like Batman Beyond. And I'm okay with it. Because I've wanted to see that for years. And Michael Keaton's totally down for it. He's re-embraced the Batman role.
Also,
Yeah.
quick shout out to Mark Hamill for his dedication to the Joker character.
Yes.
Yes.
Like through and through, like how many fucking cartoons have existed where he was just he was the Joker all the time. He owns that.
And he can pull off Skeletor. No
True,
problem
yes.
at all.
Have
I
you
didn't know
seen
he
the
did
new
that.
Masters of the Universe?
Not.
Oh shit.
Oh my
You need to.
God, boy.
Man, it is such an amazing story so far, and it's only like 2 seasons in. But the good thing is there's only like
10
8
episodes.
episodes each season, and they're only about a half hour long, so you can catch up right away. But
Yep,
it is,
it's really quick getting through.
yeah, it is a good
But
show.
It's good. Kevin Smith knocked it out of the park.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Kevin Smith. Yep, that Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, he killed it with that series. But all right, let's take another break. And
Well,
when we come
let you
back,
guys
we'll
close up.
then we'll wrap it up.
Cool.
All right. Cool.
The taste of nuts and honey, Mr. Scrooge.
Better things to do.
Oh, Mr. Scrooge, Honey Nut Cheerios, it's Christmas.
Like a three gruel will suffice, thank you.
Yeah, but Honey Nut Cheerios blends golden honey and crunchy nuts.
I said, did you say honey and nuts?
Merry Christmas, Mr. Scrooge.
My most outrageous disguise ever. No way, tricks escapes me this time.
Hey, Rabbit, want some tricks?
Huh?
You know part of your nutritious breakfast.
What's the gag?
I believe all your favorite flavors are here. Orange,
Orangey orange.
lemon.
Lemony lemon. Grapey grape too. Is this trick a rabbit wink?
Here, enjoy.
I'm finally getting tricked.
Wake up, Rabbit. Silly Rabbit. Tricks are for kids.
A rude awakening.
All right, we got Mike's cat Link on screen.
We love cat cameos.
We've always got kitty cameos, so it's all good. There he is. He's a beast, man.
Cat
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, he's a monster cat. He's good.
That is a monster cat. Oh,
It's a
But,
joy.
but you guys have any shows or anything coming up before the end of the year?
Not the end of the year, but we're working on a tour down to Florida in January.
All right.
That'll probably be fully announced like after Christmas, but a lot of the dates are up. Like we've just put out feelers about like places we need some help in, like some places we're still working on a venue or need a band to play with here or there.
Absolutely.
So you can find that on our socials on Facebook or Instagram.
Sweet. We'll help you guys out with that as well. We can send
Sure.
share
For sure. Yep.
that out for you.
We'll cut a
Know lot of
wrestling
people doing that.
promo. We'll cut a wrestling promo for you guys. You
Yeah.
know, like as if actually did you ever see the Rock do the Saturday Night Live wrestling promo?
Mhm.
Where he does the whole thing where he's like, this guy's got herpes.
Yep. Oh man, yeah.
Oh, man.
We'll do a variation of that.
Tyler, who's absent right now, he is like the biggest wrestling fan. He absolutely loves it. So if we can, I got a little studio here. We'll cut a wrestling promo for you guys and send it to you, and it'll be
Shit,
as
yeah.
good as we can possibly make it.
Awesome. Yes. Yes. We'd love it.
You
We're,
should
hu-
you should have
we're
time.
huge wrestling nerds here.
Yeah.
You guys, I would do like a 5-hour episode, just talk forever about
We
wrestling.
do wrestling specials. Wink, wink.
We do
nudge,
do
nudge.
wrestling specials.
Oh, good. Don't
I would love
even know if we should tell Ty that. He'll be like on the horn with you guys every week.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it because our buddy Colt from 13, he's a huge wrestling guy too. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
we gotta get him back on here. He wants to come back. So.
Sweet.
But yeah, we'll talk wrestling. We'll talk anything you guys want. So don't worry about getting off subject because we do it all the time.
All right, cool.
It's what we do here.
Awesome.
But yep.
That's
So you
wrestling.
guys
We
got
always
that
stay on
tour
track.
coming up. Yep. Yeah, with wrestling we always stay on track.
Yeah.
It's very easy. Just keep talking about wrestling. It doesn't matter what you talk about.
So, yep, tour down to Florida and back down the East Coast. We have aspirations to get down to Texas and the West Coast in the months following, but one step at a time. We've definitely spent some time feeling out how shows were going to happen after the great pandemic, and things are going okay for us, so we're going to keep rolling.
Awesome. Yeah, yep. Stay healthy and
Yep.
have fun, most importantly.
For
Yep.
sure.
For sure.
Especially at a house show. I love a good house show.
Oh, yeah.
Just so intimate, and it's just you could tear up a living room and nobody's gonna question it.
Earlier in the show, I hesitated to say this, but earlier in the show, you mentioned one of our favorite shows, and one of my favorite house shows was at a venue called Jurassic Park. No, it wasn't. I don't even know what it's called. I'm just gonna skip that. But there was a staircase with no railing. There was a bathroom that wasn't actually a bathroom. It hardly had anything that covered you, toilet, like small partition, and then the show was happening. And there was nothing that shielded you. Your knees were visible from anywhere in the fucking pit. But the weird part was they had a ceiling fan in the show area, and they were jumping off the staircase, crowd surfing inches from this ceiling fan at high velocity. And every single time I saw somebody jump, I went, "Ooh!"
Atlanta, I think.
It was what?
This was Atlanta, I think.
Yes, it was Atlanta, and it was
sounds like somewhere in Atlanta.
It scared me in the best way possible.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that kind of shit. I'm always just "Eek. Oh boy."
Yeah.
But we got some stuff coming up. Our buddy Chris Styles is going to be joining us tomorrow night to watch Santa versus the Martian.
Hell yeah.
We do a Mystery Science Theater episode where we dig out something from the public domain.
Yeah.
We record while we're watching it and we talk shit.
Love it.
It's a lot of fun. So
Very
anytime
cool.
you guys want to join us for one of those, hit us up.
And we're deep divers. We'll go for the buttercream gang.
I don't know if you've seen that steaming pant load.
That is a gym.
Gem? Gem. Okay, that's the word we'll use.
I didn't say it had to be a good thing. It's just a gym.
But then next week we got Todd from Cascadian Divide. They're a punk band. I want to say they said they were from California.
I think
they're from Seattle.
Seattle, that's what he said. That's it. Yep. Cascadian Divide hit us up, and they're coming on next week. And I'm not sure what we're doing after that, but we got some more stuff coming up. We got a
fun stuff.
End of the year highlight video coming up. And something to kick off the new year. We're not sure yet, but
yeah, maybe we'll drink some more syrup.
No. You're never. No more syrup.
I don't want to steal your New Year's resolution thunder, but what if we ended this segment with New Year's resolutions?
Mine is to quit smoking.
That's fair.
No, seriously. I want to be done with these by New Year's.
I'm gonna make it easy. I just want to stay healthy mentally. Keep on that road.
I like that.
It's better than saying I'm gonna quit smoking. I can't.
So I started kind of running a little bit. I'm gonna try to keep on the workout train and can try to stay healthy even though it's cold as fucking balls outside. Don't get me, when I say running, I'm not a good runner. I jog at the pace of a hippo fart. But you know what? Anything is better than nothing. That's my motto.
A hippo fart. Wow. Mike, what about you, bud?
Try to write more, just music, lyrics, and don't die. That's like top of the list, and I'll work on 2023 when I get there. We'll see how it goes.
Mike, yep, for sure. Mike, Jason, dudes, thank you guys for joining us, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks for having us. It's
Oh,
been a
yeah,
riot.
anytime. Yeah, dude. We try to have fun here. And we love hearing when our guests are like, yeah, we had so much fun. So that's what we love to hear. And so far we've been on a roll with it. So
and then you people keep coming back and we get egos.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you guys are just like, hey man, can we come back? And we're just like, all right, yeah, so.
Tyler hasn't been on, and so we need a whole wrestling episode dedicated when he comes back. So we
can do that.
Yep,
we can make it happen. We'll make it happen.
What's it called when they just throw like all these wrestlers in one ring? Like they just keep sending them.
Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble.
If you do an episode like that where you need bodies to talk about wrestling, Tyler would definitely do it. Like he'd be the first one.
Sounds great, man.
The Royal Rumble podcast.
We'll even give him like a countdown entry theme. It'll be like, bam, bam, bam.
All right, On The Cinder. You can find them on Spotify. You can find them on Facebook. Boys, thanks again for coming on. Anytime you guys want to come back, just hit us up.
Yep,
we'll be here.
Cool.
Thanks again, Craig. As always, my man.
Yep.
Till next time.
McDonald's presents gifts your kids will love. Holiday Huggable Muppet Babies. You can get your kids Baby Kermit or Baby Fozzie or Baby Piggy for a limited time only. They're soft and huggable at a special low price with any McDonald's food purchase.
Muppet Babies at our place.
Holiday gifts at a special low price.
Good night, baby piggies.
Holiday Huggable Muppet Babies. Only at McDonald's for a limited time. So hurry on in.
It's the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, teenage defenders of the Earth, in a never-ending battle against evil space aliens with nasty attitudes.
Yes, the Power Rangers are a bunch of boneheads.
Hey, knock it off!
Okay, we'll knock it off.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, too hot to handle. And now available from Bandai, it's the Power Rangers 3-inch collectibles, each in an awesome battle-ready stance. So what are you waiting for?